Hi everyone, this is Jerry K. Trumpet, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a music theory video. Now, this was something that about 8 years ago, something similar Adam Neely did. He did a bit differently. He basically did the lick and basically showcased some arranging techniques on it. So today we're going to do it in 3 ways. I'll kind of expand on his video. So the first step will be the most simple way of doing it. The second one's gonna be a bit more complicated. The third one's gonna be really fucking spicy and jazzy. Okay, so of course you have your lick, which you all I guess know. Didn't sing it properly, but you get the idea. And basically we will harmonize it in 3 different ways. Let me copy and paste this in here. Okay. Let's put this thingy on landscape because I prefer it like that. For me it's much clearer. So here we go. I can put this slightly closer together now. Here we go. Alright, so we have the A, B natural, C, D, B natural, G, and A in our melody. And first of all, I think we need to find some target notes, right? So I think the last one is for sure target note. This one is for sure a target note. Or probably the first one is target note, and normally this one is also kind of a target note. It's not particularly a target note that much, but it still is to some extent. But let's start at the beginning, okay? So we have A, and already as in the Adam Neely video is said, we don't want to put a G over here. We need to have an A minor 7, okay, but the problem is you don't want to have half a step or a whole step in your 2 highest lines. You want to have at least a minor 3rd. So in order for that, we're going to put in an F sharp, which is basically going to be instead of the 5th, because the 13 is normally instead of the 5th. So here, normally we would have like G and then here E, but because we're putting an F sharp here, that is going to be instead of the E. So we can go up to down here and put the C. And then down here, let's see what we're still missing. So we have the C, we have the A, we still need the G basically, right? So could put this down to a G. So here it maybe sounds like we're going a bit low for the trumpets, but it's not that big of a deal because when we transpose it, it goes up to an A, and A is not that bad for the trumpet. It still sounds okay-ish, so that's fun. Let's find what this is then. So this is a bit of also an important note because it's on the beat and it also is a chord note in the melody, so it's a C. So normally I think we can put the A. Here we're going for a very basic approach, okay? So we're not gonna do it too spicy. So C, A, and G. Here's not a problem if you have same notes in between. Here we go to E. So it seems like we'll have quite a bit of a jump over here, but what we could fix that by perhaps like going to E here, and I was going to C here. That would also work. Maybe let's try it like that. I think it's gonna be a bit more linear and a bit just better, I guess, if we do it like that. Alright, so now we need to get this approach note. So there's 2 ways of thinking of it. Like we could also just go like thinking that this is just a diatonic way of doing it. So we could go F sharp, G, A, E, F sharp, G, C, D, E. I think that will work. It's not going to be sounding that great. I think you have a better solution for the next one over here, but let's keep it like this. And I have this is D7. And we have the B natural in it, which is basically the 6th or the 13th, depends how you look at it. I think we look at it as a 13 in this case. So we have this, then I guess you could look at it as an A, but because we have a 13, right? We think 13 is instead of the 5th, so we can go down to an F sharp over here. Then normally when we have dominant chords, we put 9th instead of the root. So here we're gonna do E instead of the D. We're gonna put the C down here. Alright, sounds good. So here, now we have to go back, try to see what is this. It's a bit of a weird one, it's a jump down. So what can we do here? So can I just orchestrate this again as an A minor 7, but with a 4th, which is quite weird. So I think we just do the same thing as did earlier, just think of it linearly like this, and I think it should sound pretty good. Excuse me for having this on, had the Facebook sound on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, sounds not the best, but it sounds okay up until now. So let's orchestrate now this last bar, or the last note, I should say. So we have a G major 7, we have an A, which is a 9th in the top voice, so we can go down to an F sharp, which is the 7th. Let's do the D here, and then we're missing the B natural over here. Sounds good. So we don't have the G over here. We don't need to because we have the 9th. And then this, we can again just think of it as linear like this. Should sound decent, not the best probably, but should sound fine. Sounds okay, like it could work, you know. Now let's get into a bit of a more interesting way of thinking this. So I'll use some of the things that Adam Neely, for example, also used here. So for example, one thing that he used here was that this was basically an E7. So whenever you have a chord, you can always think that something is a related 5 of that, right? So we're gonna think of that. I think the first note, we can keep it the same. Don't need to find anything too special over here. So just a minor 6th chord, basically. This one, we're gonna keep the same as well. But the way we're gonna approach this one is gonna be a bit different, okay? The way we're gonna approach this is gonna be like this. You're gonna think of this as an E7, right? And so we have F sharp here as the 9th, and we're still missing the D. So it's not a big difference, right? We're only mainly changing this from G to G sharp, but it's gonna make a big difference, I think. Here we have the D7. Now here, the D7 is gonna be slightly weird. But what we could think of this. Let me think. Oh, no, never mind. This is the 6th. I'm stupid. This is completely fine. I don't know what I'm thinking about. This is completely fine. We just do this is the 13. We skip the 5th. We go down to a 3rd. We could put in some tensions here. I think Adam Neely did this, if I'm not mistaken. I think he made a flat 9 and then the 7. So nothing particularly new up until here. The last one's going to be a bit newer. It's going to be more interesting. So here, what could we think? So let's say what is 5 to D7, right? So that's A. But if we go A7 with a D, that is a 4th. So that's not going to be that's great, right? So what else could we think of here? We could just think of it linearly as we did before. Just go up a scale. I think what could also work is think of this as an E7. Let's try this. Can we do this E7 again? Okay, so actually, first of all, I should write this. That this is A minor 7 because you go back to 9 minor 7. Let's see. I'm completely doing this on the flop, right? So let's see how this would sound. Let's just make this, and F sharp here. Let's see how this would sound. It might sound weird. I'm not sure. Let's see. Actually, sounds pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. All right. This one, I think there's no way to really spice it up right now. I think we just go like this. We could potentially like put an E also. So that, alright, what could we do? Okay, for sure we need the 3rd down. This is for sure. I think we just keep it as it was. This. And what do we think of this G? We could think of this as a F. No. We cannot think of it as a D7, really, because again it has the 4th. So I think I'll just keep this one like this. Just go linearly from the below. Should sound good. Okay, let's hear it. Yeah, I like this. I like this one as well. I like how this sounds. The E7 sounds good. Okay, now let's complicate things. Let's make this one a bit more interesting. So, let's first substitute this. Say don't have D7. We'll use A flat 7. Then, here we used E7. Let me think. Can we use the tritonal substitution? I don't think we can, because that would be B flat natural, and then we have, well, we could have the, actually that might sound, well, let's try it. B flat 7 with a flat 9. I don't know. Could work. Could work. We're really gonna experiment on this one, okay? There's gonna be a lot of chords. Wait, can we spread this out a bit? I'll have to do it like this. It looks a bit messy, but we'll see what I will use here. I think maybe we can just use this again. We'll use the E7. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna stay the same. I don't need that. Okay. So this should also stay the same pretty much. There's no warm water to invent here. So this is a flat 9. So we're gonna use that. We don't have a B flat, so then we use A flat, use the F and the D. Wait, does this just make it the same? Oh no, we have to flatten this. So basically the main difference is that we just flatten this thing. The F sharp went into F. That should be fine. So let's see if we can use this one. So this is D, which is the third. Let's not use the flat one here. Actually, we need to. Otherwise our voicings get rough. Oops. So this, we go... Alright, this actually might not be that different from the last one. This is the fun of these substitutions. Tritone substitutions. Not really, they don't even change that much, it seems like. So here we have the F. So again, the main difference seems it's going to be the F, right? That is the main difference that we have over here. So here we have A7. Can we even use this? So this is the sharp 9, it would be. Let's see if we can even use this, or is this too much? I'm not sure. It might be too much. We might need to dial back on it. So this is the sharp 9. Then we would use F sharp. That's quite a big jump though, but it's maybe okay. This, and then we still need the third. Okay, this might be a bit too much, we'll see. And the last one, just keep the same. Okay, what do we do with this? So last time I just used it like that. Let's keep this one as well the same. So it doesn't sound too out. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. It might be too much. If it's gonna be too much, I'm gonna dial back on it. Let's see. Actually sounds kind of good. I mean, to be honest, we didn't change that much, right? Even though we went for these tritone substitutions, this F, for example, right? And this F here were the main ones. This one is actually, I mean, funnily enough, like D7 is the same as A7 sharp 9 here, right? So we're not even changing that much, which is basically like just the bass. Maybe let's add the bass. Maybe that would. Let's do that. Maybe if we add a bass, it would make it more interesting. So A, B. Oh no, actually, I want to. Let's do it. Let's do like really simple bass. Let's do like da da, and then back to D, back to A. Here we probably need to make it like this, right? Okay, here we go. So here, even though we have these E7s in between. We don't actually change the bass notes because this is just, it's not actually, like, the bass would never play 8 notes, right? Here, let's see what we change. Here, this is stay the same. So this is the only one that gets changed, right? So let's listen to all 3 with the bass, and let's see how it goes. Did I do this correctly? I didn't. This one should stay flat as well. Let's listen to it once more. Alright, that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to, like, bring the Adam Neely video back alive. Maybe, you know, you can go watch it and just try to expand it a bit, right? Of course, you know, most of the things that he did is made, that the ideas from him. He did it 8 years ago. I just tried to expanding on it a bit more and just showcase a slightly different approach. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will try to do some educational videos for both trumpet and music theory or jazz theory. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this and see you next time.